welcome back to the capital of North Carolina, Raleigh, on the campus of NC State University. Another pitching change for the Wolfpack as Rodon was out there and then Travis Orwig came in to finish up the fifth inning. The new pitcher, number 13, Andrew Wick, a 5'10 junior, 175 pounds from Briar, Washington. He transferred in from Western Nevada College. Wick, a hard-throwing right-hander, 1-0 on the year, 2.16 ERA, and over 8 innings worked. He's come in a lot for the Wolfpack, 7 strikeouts. He throws the ball pretty hard. He's got some good stuff for a reliever. To come in out of the pen, really tough for hitters to pick up on that because they only get to see these relievers right one time out of the pen.
Sure, and one of the other things that you can factor in as well is he's just a different look, right? So you've seen 2 left-handed pitchers, one power left, the other one more of a control and command guy, and then you bring a shorter right-handed pitcher out of the bullpen. I think that's an important factor in terms of the effectiveness of your bullpen, is having guys that throw from different slots that look different. And you're right, they're not going to be exposed more than one time through the order, probably not even one time through the order. So I think that's a big benefit as well. As many different angles and arm slots and different looks as you can have out of your pen and have versatility out there, the more it can help you. And certainly NC State's bullpen has been a highlight for them to this point in the year.
So Wick still warming up a little bit. For the Tigers, coming up, it's 2, 3, and 4 once again. It was Baum who led off that monster 5th inning for the Tigers. He started off with a single. They pushed across 5 runs and really took control of this ball game. But as you mentioned, baseball is such a momentum game. I mean, it looked like NC State was in firm control when they were up 4-0. Now it's the Tigers with a 4-run lead, so we'll see how it unfolds here.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know, and we have young teams on both sides, although NC State certainly has the edge from an experience standpoint. But when you get into the bullpen, I mean, that's the one big thing that's going on here. NC State is into their bullpen, and Clemson still has their starter out there. So certainly Clemson's got to feel good about where they are at this point in the ballgame.
Wick fires an 88-mile-an-hour fastball high for ball 1. Baum on the day, 1 for 2. He's also walked and stolen a base. Second pitch from Wick, outside as well. 2-0. Jay Baum made a fine play on Trey Turner in the field last inning. Showing you why they call it the hot corner there. He had no reaction time and was able to make the play.
No doubt. They always say if you make good play, you end up leading off the next inning. And holds true again here today. He was in a good spot right there, 2-0. And Wick doesn't mess around. He's going to come right at you with a fastball-slider combination. And he's got to keep the ball down in the zone as a shorter right-hander. Sometimes you're a little bit flatter if you leave the ball up in the zone. Important for him to try to work down. Good spot right there.
Chance for Turner at short to make a play, and he does. Long throw across the diamond is in time to get Baum.
That Trey Turner, nice play right there. Played exclusively at third base last year. You know, a high school shortstop, and certainly has all the attributes to play short. He's had a little bit ups and downs consistency-wise, but we've talked a lot about how well he's played offensively, but I think we'll continue to see him settle in defensively over the course of the year because he has all the things that you'd like to see from a shortstop.
Yeah, Turner playing third last year because NC State had Chris Diaz, who was all-ACC shortstop. And now Turner, in his second season, able to switch over and play his more natural position. And Diaz, one of those bats and really just players in general because he contributed so much on the defensive end. And NC State's trying to replace Diaz, and Turner's done a pretty nice job at short thus far. Preseason All-America. As now Steve Wilkerson, who is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Tough day for him, but it hasn't mattered for Clemson's offense. They've been able to get it done. 8 runs. Here is Wick's 1-1 pitch in there for strike 2.
Yeah, good backdoor breaking ball. right there. I know Wilkerson's not upset to see Rodon go out of the game with the 3 punch-outs, but it really does, as you said, speak to everybody doing their part. If you said before the game to Jack Leggett, hey, you're going to have 8 runs and knock Rodon out of the game, and Wilkerson, your best hitter, is going to have 3 strikeouts, he would have been really surprised. But it's a case of a lot of different guys stepping up.
Turner, slick play, going to his left, throw over to first, and he got him. What a play by Trey Turner, and now Wilkerson 0 for 4 on the day. Let's take another look.
Well, neat chance, back-to-back, 2 different types of play. Wilkerson right on that one. Nice play. Spin around naturally. That's the way your momentum takes you. Wilkerson quick out of the box. Turner had to make a strong throw. The play before, he had to go in the hole and make the throw. So, again, a nice luxury for us to be able to see him make the 2 tough plays that a shortstop has to make back-to-back. Now, if he gets a slow roller right here, we'll have seen them all. But
right.
Really nice back-to-back plays here in the 6th by Trey Turner.
So now Shane Kennedy, a strikeout and 2 walks, 2 runs scored for Kennedy as well, who's got some power. He leads the Tigers in RBIs. Kennedy just an impressive player. He just looks like a good hitter up there as a DH when he digs in. He was an All-American at Santa Fe Junior College. 1-2 now, the count on Kennedy. The pitch by Wick just missed. Runs the count to 2-2.
And really important for Wick, again, these guys, you get 2 quick outs, you kind of get in a hurry. Deep breath, got to execute a pitch in the bottom part of that zone because things can turn quickly when you're facing a guy like Kennedy.
There's a nice pitch for strike 3. So Kennedy strikes out for the 2nd time, and the Tigers go down in order in the 6th. Coming up for the Wolfpack, it's Sine, Nance, and Fincher. Fans from NC State here to support their team on the opening day of ACC play, but the Wolfpack have fallen behind the Tigers by 4 runs here. Top of the 7th, and due up for Clemson, the 5, 6, and 7th hitters, and they've really done a lot of damage here today. 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Sean, 6 of 9.
Absolutely, they've been a key, and usually, a lot of times you talk about the 3, 4, 5 guys. If you look at a box score and don't look at the score, just see on which team, which of your 3, 4, 5 did better, you'll know who won the game. In this case, as you mentioned, it's the 5, 6, 7 guys that have really stepped up for Clemson and provided terrific production.
Yeah, I mean, Wilkerson hitting in the 3 spot with 3 strikeouts. Kennedy with a couple strikeouts in the cleanup spot, although he has walked twice. But it's been Duggar, Boulware, and McGibbon that have really gotten it going. And Duggar, the freshman right fielder, he's struck out in his first at-bat, but then got hit by a pitch, scored a run, and singled and scored another run.
Yeah, just another guy that does look comfortable in the box. I was impressed with how he hung in on Rodon's breaking balls. And good rhythm, good balance. You see a little knee cock there, but those guys, you got to be a pretty good athlete to have that little load. And if you can do it as he does it and do it right, you really look smooth and look easy. Oftentimes it's left-handed hitters that are able to do that. A good-looking player and a guy that certainly has had a good day.
Austin frames that one on the outside part of the plate, and it's called a strike. So now 2-2 is Andrew Wick here working in the 7th inning. As Coach Avon tries to get him a couple innings of work here, and he strikes out Duggar on an 89-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, right-handers with a quick arm, as Wick has, oftentimes can beat you at the top of the zone. They're trying to leverage the ball downhill as much as they can, but when you get to 2 strikes, you find that they're able to elevate a lot of times successfully. And good first out from Wick, and he's really provided some stability here for NC State here in the middle part of this game.
He has now retired 4 straight Clemson Tigers, and he now faces Garrett Boulware. Has a strikeout, singled, and scored a run in the fourth, and then homered in the fifth inning, a 3-run shot for Boulware. It's the first home run of the year for him, and he now has 10 RBIs on the year, excuse me. Swing and, just tipped foul. Now 1-2 the count on Boulware.
Yeah, huge confidence builder for him. The big blow, the 3-run home run to knock Rodon out of the game. That can really get a guy going. And certainly he swung the bat fine to this point in the year, but those at-bats, they say they all count the same. Sometimes you see him with another sharp single here to left field. Sometimes, that one really good at-bat can really spark you to get hot. It's a game of hot and cold, and right now Boulware and McGibbon certainly hot today. We get another look here. Wick, that pitch down and in. Tried to beat Boulware up under his hands, but good job getting the head of the bat out. Getting that ball in the hole by Boulware, and brings up McGibbon 3 for 3. Coming into the game, a veteran guy that struggled at this point, that picked the right time to really start to get comfortable today. He's been a key.
Yeah, McGibbon came into the game batting .128. He's raised his average all the way up to .190 now with 3 singles. And Boulware, the first base runner allowed by Wick, first hit allowed, and now 10 hits total for the Tigers in the ballgame. Top of the 7th, 1 gone, and a 1-0 count on McGibbon. Ground ball. Stabbed by Sinane. He's going to take it himself for out number 2. So, scored 3 unassisted. And Boulware will advance to second base now with 2 outs, and Krieger coming to the plate.
I mean, at this point in the game, who knows how it's going to end up, but that's a huge play from Sinane. You get a runner on first, you're holding the guy on. Granted, that ball's out off the end of the bat from McGibbon, but if that gets through, it's first and third with 1 out. The whole complexion of the inning is changed. The complexion of what you do with your pitching changes. Instead, you've got a runner on second here with 2 outs. That's a really big play, and it speaks to Sinane's ability to maintain his concentration, because having played first, it's hard to always be ready over there. That's a really tough ball to get low enough and get down to the ground in time to make a play like that, bounce up and record the out. So that may prove to be important here as we go down the stretch.
See the head coach Elliot Avent out there to talk with Wick and his entire infield. And number 27, Will Gilbert, a left-hander, a freshman from Mooresville, North Carolina, warming up in the bullpen, but it looks like Wick is going to stay in here.
Yeah, I think there was some thought about maybe bringing the lefty in. You got Krieger, switch hitter, so switching him around. Is he a better hitter, right-handed or left-handed? Coach Elliot Avent, more comfortable with leaving Wick in. He's thrown the ball well and keeping Krieger hitting from the left side here with 2 outs and a runner on second base.
Wick offers to Krieger outside for ball 1. Krieger switch hitting, 6'2", 170 pounds, a freshman from Johns Creek, Georgia. This is his first at-bat as a lefty today. Swings and fouled away. Now, Krieger is 1 for 3 on the day. He flied out to right, singled in the 4th inning, and then hit a little tapper back to the mound in the 5th.
And the other thing you do when you make that trip is you give some time for your lefty down there to get ready.
Right.
Because you've got a left-hand hitter on deck. So you tell Wick, listen, attack this guy. Let's try to get a punch out. We don't want to walk him, but it's okay. Give us your best stuff because this is your last hitter. And we'll go left on left if we have to with Gibson if Krieger gets on. So there's another purpose to that conference. It's not just about whether or not you're going to take the guy out. You give your guy some time down in the bullpen to get ready, and you give some instructions about how we're gonna attack this hitter if you decide to leave your guy in the game.
6. That's the 2-1 pitch. Swung through. Now 2-2. Nice breaking ball there.
Yeah, it's a luxury you have when you're going to attack the hitter that way. You've got an open base, and Krieger selling out for a fastball right there, as almost everybody would do. You get the chance to throw an off-speed pitch there and get the count back to 2-2.
2-2 pitch. A little tapper to first, flip over to Wick, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Clemson 8, NC State 4. It's time for the 7th inning stretch.